Hi everyone, I'm Patty and welcome back to my channel. I go by Patty Mac Makes everywhere online. On this channel, we celebrate the analog in a digital world. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this really easy, super delicious, no-bake cheesecake. So don't go anywhere. As I film this video, it is the middle of summer. It's boiling hot. Hold on, I'll show you what's going on. 103 degrees. It's 103 degrees outside. 103. It's 5:30 in the evening and it's still hot. So, who wants to turn on the oven when it's a steam bath outside like that? This recipe has a couple of parts to it. You're going to need to make a graham cracker crust. The original recipe called for melted butter. I just used coconut oil. I didn't want to melt the butter. It worked great. I did everything in my little mini food processor, chopped up the graham crackers with the coconut oil, and no problem. You might be asking, okay, what about those jars? I'm showing you these photos that I took, and you see these little jars, and you're like, where do I get those? Well, here's an empty, and it's a leftover wee yogurt jar. That's what it is. I like those little wee yogurts. I've been saving these jars for a while and finally I got to use them. These were in the newer, fancier yogurts they have out. They're a little more expensive, but the jars are smaller. I thought they worked really well for this dessert. The regular size jars are slightly larger, but really it's such a good dessert you won't mind having it be a little bit bigger. This is how it looks when it's finished. Isn't that great? So you have your little graham cracker crust in the bottom. Here's your cheesecake layer, and then for a topping, you could do a lot of stuff. I made a blueberry compote, and I made it exactly the same as my strawberry compote. I'll link to that up here. Very easy. You're just going to basically cook it on the stove for about 15 minutes. That's it. You'll let it cool before you put it on your cheesecake because you don't want to put hot fruit on cold cheesecake. That's not going to go well. But you can see, it's hard to see it's dark. Blueberries are hard to photograph, but you can see it's not falling out. So it gels up just with that little bit of cornstarch. You don't have to use pectin. I know a lot of people don't like the whole pectin thing, so there's no pectin in that. But what you do have is this fabulous little mini cheesecake. And so here's the before empty jar, and this is how it looks when everything's in. So okay, yeah, you're gonna make your graham cracker crust, you're gonna make your cheesecake layer, and for this it's just mixing up cream cheese, sour cream, and whipped cream. And when we get into the video, you will see that I actually made a mistake. When I was whipping the whipped cream, I over whipped it, and no problem. It was not a problem at all because I knew it was going to get whipped in with the cheesecake. I knew it was going to get whipped in with the cream cheese, and it worked fine. It tastes delicious. So if you over whip your whipped cream a little bit, it's okay. So let it be a reminder for you to don't take your eyes off the mixer when you've got the whipping cream in, because all it takes is like 2 seconds and it goes from perfect to over whipped. So don't step away from the mixer. Okay, let's jump into the video for today and I'll show you how I put this together. It was really super easy, and let me tell you, I made this recipe as part of a recipe challenge with Sally's Baking Addiction. This was her recipe of the month for July, and I've never done one of her recipe challenges, so this is my first one, and it's good. I highly recommend it. So okay, let's jump in and I'll show you what I did. The first thing we'll do is to put an entire pint of heavy whipping cream into our stand mixer. I have mine outfitted with the wire whip attachment, and that is the best tool for whipping your heavy whipping cream into whipped cream. But I overdid it. I left that in the video so that you could see how it looks and recognize it if you do it as well. See how it's kind of like cottage cheesy looking? That is not the right texture for your whipped cream. It tastes fine, but it's not as pretty. So it's okay because we're going to mix it in with the other ingredients. But if you were going to put this just as whipped cream on top of something, it's not the best presentation. Okay, so all I did was take the whipped cream out of the bowl. We're going to use the same bowl. I didn't worry about cleaning anything. I'm putting my room temperature cream cheese into the bowl. That means it's between 60 and 68 degrees. And we're just going to whip it up on low and get it to a creamy consistency. Here I'm scraping down the sides of the bowl, and I never used to do a lot of this. I was like not consistent with it, but I have to tell you something. Scraping down the sides of the bowl is super, super important, and I encourage you to do it repeatedly throughout your mixing. Okay, now I'm putting in the rest of the ingredients, which is sugar, vanilla, a little lemon juice, and there's also a couple of tablespoons of a sour cream, or you could do like a Greek yogurt that goes in. And I'm just going to get that all combined. I'm going to scrape down again. It's so important. I don't, between the scraping down and the weighing the dry ingredients, I can't express to you how much my baking has improved since I started doing that. Okay, so that's all mixed, and now I'm putting in the overly whipped cream, and we're going to combine that. It comes together really, really fast. And look how pretty that is. I mean, that's gorgeous. So no sign of that poorly whipped whipping cream. It combined just fine. And that is the cheesecake filling all ready to go for the cheesecake jars. Okay, let's assemble a jar. The first thing you'll do is you'll spoon out some of that graham cracker crust, put that in the bottom, and then you're going to drop in little bits of your cheesecake filling, and it can make a mess on the side of your jar. So if you want that neat, just take a damp paper towel and carefully wipe the inside of your jar, and then you'll have a nice sharp line. And then all we're going to do is add our little bit of fruit topping, and it's done. That is how we assemble our no-bake cheesecake jars. I told you it was easy. You're just going to mix up a few ingredients and layer everything in the jar. Super easy. And I know what you want to know. You want to know, how is it? Well, I can tell you it's really good. So this is how it looks when you get your spoonful. It's creamy. It's nice and thick. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty that is. It's very good. This bite has that little bit of the graham cracker, and honestly, I think it worked fine with the coconut oil. You could put any kind of fruit on top that you want. I went with blueberries because they're in season right now. They're in big supply at the farm market, so that's what I used. You could use whatever you like. Okay, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will make your own little cheesecake jars because they are the best. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.